Hello and hello to everyone out there who's listening to this. Thank you for everyone being here to listen to see what does this boy has to say. I have I suppose I have had a lot of time to think, and shout out to those who have sent me messages. I say, where's the next podcast? Where's the next podcast? And your disturbance, so to speak, your reminders, constant reminders, coupled with my awakening, is what instituted this podcast episode, and I'm glad to announce that I found my voice again, and not just podcast content writing, podcasting like this, and even videos of podcasts like this. I will do more of them going forward. So, and that is the basis of the topic I want to address today, which is timing. So I don't know how it started, but I want to believe that for most part of my life, I've always understood timing. So there is a time. Things have their own time. So I don't know. I just have this. I've always had a relaxed mind. I think I'm a calm person most times until provoked. But I think that most times in the face of things, I was in a view center, somebody was shouting that there was a snake around, while people were scampering outside. I was trying to say, let's be calm and walk out peacefully. When Uniben, when I was a university student, and they said that there was a bomb threat, and when half of what is half? About 70% of the occupants in my hostel and the school itself quickly ran outside the school. I was there and just feeling that why would anybody bomb me? So I've always been calm in the face of things, that should not be calm in their presence. But I think that these are encounters, these are particular events. So now talking about a long series of events that forms a lifespan of a person. I think I've mostly also been calm, to not think that things are happening to everybody else, and why is it not happening to me? I've not necessarily had that thought, to be honest. And now I'm becoming more understanding of people's impatience, so to speak, because you can't talk about time without talking about patience. So I'm becoming more understanding of people's tears. I think in my younger days I struggled to understand why somebody would think that things should happen at this time, and because it didn't happen, they will be complaining bitterly. And so I've always, sometimes I used to get angry. Please, this past tense now, that why are you? Things will not happen to 7 billion people at the same time. So why are you confused or hurt as to the fact that things are not happening when you think that they should? That is how life is. I feel like the naturality is like complaining that or crying because I walked in the heat of the sun and I'm sweating. It's only natural. There's nothing to cry about there. I can just step out of the sun or just continue to clean my sweat. I think so. I feel it's a natural phenomenon for things not to happen not to happen at the time it happened for others. I think that's the point here. Things would happen to people at different times. Simple. So there was a really there was a spite of wedding ceremonies. I think they say spite. I think it's spike. That's what I wanted to say. There was a great increase in number of wedding ceremonies between last year and now, or maybe it has always been that way, but now because of advancement in age, most of the persons that are around me they are getting married. So I now began to talk to people, and I found out that there was a lot of pressure for those who are not married yet to think that, why am I not married? So there were a lot of questions from persons, and they were bothered. Some persons, they were thinking about things, and they were afraid that hope it's not as if they have problems. I sat down around that time. When the time passed, I was bothered about one single thing. The only thing that bothered me was the fact that I was not bothered by seeing people that are younger, my age mate, my course mate, classmates, older persons marry or get wedded. So I was not bothered by it at all. And I was not thinking, why am I not bothered? Why am I not bothered? Because it was bothering most people. Am I all right? Is everything? Is all my machines and tools in their right places? You know. So, but again, I think it answers the question of there is. I have a kind of calm opinion about time. So this is in two phases, and I would like you to share your thoughts about this, because wisdom most times can have an expiring date. You know, it can be a function of what you have seen and experienced per time. So I think that things will happen to you based on when you are ready for them to happen. I think this is a peaceful perspective of things. Now, this does not mean that you are going to sit on your hands and wait and say that they are not happening. Because you know that the reason why something is not happening is because you are not ready. My own mentality then is to say, how can I make myself ready? So I would look inside of myself and critically examine my history up to that point and think that, is there something that I've not gotten right? And most times there is always something that I'm supposed to work on. I would be convinced that there is something that I would do, that I should be doing to pursue perfection, to push myself better, to refine my existence, and then I would then be ready for whatever it is that should happen at that time. That's one. Two, when things are not happening in the times that you think that they should happen, it might be, I said first of all that it might be that you are not ready. The second part is, it might also be that your present disposition about those things is not right. All right. So disposition in the sense of psychologically, your mindset about those things are not right, and therefore you can't attract those things. So a person who always bash online everywhere, you bash education, university education, you won't, even if you are 60, 70, 18, even if you're intelligent, but you still continue to bash education, you are not most likely not going to have university admission, because you can't attract, you have repelled whatever that activity, that event, to you have repelled them in such a way that they can't come into your life. So in that case, now when things are not happening, what should a person do? I think that first of all is I believe that an inward examination is better. The whole world might be wrong and you are right and things will not work out, I agree. But you have nothing to gain there except to now try to change your world. While it is easier to change yourself, and therefore I believe that it's better to think that I am the one who is not wrong, who is not right, and the world is to a large extent right, and therefore I would think, what am I doing wrong? It might be that the mentality that I've held on to since I was I was born, I was introduced into what I grew up with. It might be that foundational mentality, I need to repair it. You know that because I was born with it and I've seen it possibly in my parents, I'll think that is the way it should go. But you must be able to question things. That is the point here. When you are trying to understand timing, you must be ready to also question your own experiences and try to find out if you are on the right track. But I cannot end this podcast without saying this, because in the first place, the reason why I'm recording it is because I read again that very, very instructive and important verse. There is a time for everything under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. That is like the sum of all philosophies. That's one of the greatest. I would love to sit with another person and just discuss that sentence. A time to be born, a time to die. Things will happen per time, and therefore, if you delay, so I have said this for the past 10 minutes, I've spoken about the need to understand time and be calm in the presence of a delay or whatever you want to call it. But we must also know and balance this viewpoint by saying that you have to act when you have to act. Time, like they've always repeated, is the SI unit of a life span. If all the biographies I've written, I've written a lot of biographies for persons, for people, you would see that all biographies are chronological by time. At 22, Abbas Einstein did this. At 21, he won this. At 68, he did this. At 8, he attended this school. So, you must understand that there is a need to do something when you should do them. By the time you have passed that time and you have not done those things, your life will begin to adjust to the reality, to the new reality, and therefore you may begin to learn to live without those things. And if those things are very important, even salvation of a soul through Christ Jesus, if you allow yourself to live too long without it, your senses, your mind begins to adjust to a life without Christ. And you will be surprised at how long you will live and still not accept this same Christ. Important. So anything else, university education, marriage, talent, whatever, your career that you should start, whatever that's supposed to have done and you didn't do them at the time you should do them, you begin to adjust to a life without them. I hope this makes sense. Which, in that case, now that crucial thing, as crucial as salvation, as crucial as marriage, as crucial as your career, as crucial as that connection you should establish, you begin to live without them, means therefore that you will not attain some things, you will not unlock, you will not get to a level that naturally you should have gotten to. What is my conclusion of this matter? While you must put in your best to do everything and pursue everything and attain what you should attain, every present moment, this is a matter of a moment. It's not a matter of years. It's not a matter of, to say, 2024. It's a matter of this moment, this week. You know, I want to attain this. If it goes ahead and you don't attain them, you must always put all your effort into. Let me give an example before I wrap this up. There were times, so many times, that I would have a writing project that I'm working on for clients, and they give me, let's say, 1 month, which writers will tell you that you start working mostly towards the deadline. May the Lord have mercy on all of us. So there was a time that I was not doing that. So you gave me a work for 1 month. In the first 2 weeks, I go around, I visit the beach, maybe watch film, start a series and complete it, visit my people, do other things, do other kind of clerical works, take on some simpler jobs. Now, on those 2 weeks that I'm doing all this, light will be so constant, the environment will be very conducive for writing. But once 1 week to the end of the night, because I know that I write fast, Once I start, then challenges will begin to rise. Light would go off for days. For days, you will see that they say something is happening. Heat will not allow you to focus. Then I would now be asking myself, why didn't I should have done this at that time when I should have. So it happens, it plays out in reality a lot of times. What I need to emphasize once again is level one, do all you can to achieve what you should now. Do all you can. 2, because you have done all you can to achieve what you should and it didn't work out, know that the timing is not yet right, most likely. And live your life in peace. Be happy as you have done, because there is nothing to regret. You do not regret the fact that you did not put in effort, because indeed you did. You put in the right effort. And you will not regret again that things that are happening to other people is not happening to you, because you know you've done all you should, and therefore the time is not right. That can be the only right answer. Thank you so much. I'd like to hear your thoughts about this. My name is Victor James. And thank you. I hope that I'll continue to release podcasts like this. I appreciate you. God bless you.